Welcome everybody to today's webinar where we're going to cover how to make $10,000 a month in 2018 flipping houses, no money down. We're going to teach you the simple way that you can get out there right now in your city, in your town, and get financial freedom, okay? And most importantly, you guys and gals, we're going to cover how you can get out there and get your first paycheck within the next 90 days, hopefully, okay? But before we get started, you guys, I want to make sure that you guys know how to control the system and whatnots and the webinar buttons and everything like that. So in that little section where you see the chat button, I want you to go ahead, you guys, and maybe you're watching this as a replay on YouTube, okay? So just use the comment section if you're watching this on YouTube. But if you're watching this live with me, you guys, I want you to go ahead and in the chat box right now, go ahead and type in what city you are in, okay? Let's see where everybody is from, all right? So I'll start off. Wiafe is here, and I am from good old hot Las Vegas, Nevada, okay? And I see Jacksonville in the house. I see St. Petersburg. I see Cheyenne. I see Tacoma Park. Jen S. is from Tacoma Park. That's in Maryland. I see ATL. I see West Memphis. NLV. Is that North Las Vegas? Are you in North Las Vegas? Tucson, AZ. Phoenix. The Arizona people have come out strong today. Corpus Christi, Miami, Dover, Delaware, LA, Gary, Indiana. I see Bronx is in the house. What's going on? New York, Houston, Dallas, Chicago, San Diego, Omaha, Nebraska. Okay, who else is from here? All right, I see Mississippi is in the house. Baton Rouge. All right. Great. So it's great to see all of you guys here today. So let's go ahead and jump into the meat of this, okay? And let's talk about making some money. But before we get started, you guys, let me go ahead and identify who this webinar is for, just so that we know that you're not wasting your time on this webinar, okay? So this webinar is for anybody that has been studying real estate investing, or perhaps you've been studying wholesaling and you've been fearful to take action, okay? Because you know that real estate is this big, huge thing, and you know that people have made millions of dollars through real estate, but you're wondering, how can I do it if I don't have a lot of money or if I don't have any credit, okay? And if that's you, stay on this webinar because we are going to hit that real hard and teach you how you can do that, okay? This webinar is for anybody that has perhaps taken action in the past, but for one reason or another, you have not done your first deal yet, okay? So we're going to show you how you can get out there and make $5,000 to $10,000 on your first real estate deal. No money down, no credit needed. Finally, you guys, this is for anybody that has done a few deals before in the past, but maybe you've gotten off of track, okay? Maybe life has gotten in the way and you need help getting back on track. You need a little proverbial kick in the butt to get you started, okay? Who am I talking to? Go ahead and click the little yes button or the hand raise button, okay? All right, I see you. This is for you if you are on this call right now and you are absolutely new to real estate. I mean, you are just totally green behind the ears and you've believed in the fallacy, the falsehood that you need to have either a bunch of money or great, fantastic 800 plus credit to get started, okay? False, lie. Fake news, okay? You do not need to have a bunch of money or great credit to get started wholesaling, okay? And we're gonna go over how you can do it. This is for those people that are out there right now and you're working a ton of hours at your current job, your career, your business, and you are absolutely tired of making the man rich with your efforts, okay? How many people am I talking to right now? Go ahead and hit that hand raise button, all right? All right, I see you, Jasmine, and I see you, Roger. I see you, Okosuya. All right. So look, you guys, you should not have to work 70 to 80 hours a week, 60 hours a week, 50 hours a week for your whole life. That is crazy, okay? Maybe if you work it temporarily, that's okay, but that should not be the long-term thing that you do, all right? So look, you guys, in the next 60 minutes, you guys, and we're going to try and keep this as short as possible. It may be 45 minutes, okay? But in the next 45 to 60 minutes, we're going to cover the following things. We're going to cover the financial benefits that wholesaling houses will give you if you set up your business right. we're going to cover the freedom that wholesaling houses will give you. It's given me total freedom of my time, my money, my situation, my location. I can travel the world. It's giving my students that same freedom as well, okay? And I want real estate to give you freedom, okay? Who on this webinar wants freedom? Go ahead and give me a shout out in the comments area or the chat box, okay? We're going to show you the basics of getting started right in real estate and how you can get started fast so that you're still not trying this out in 2022, okay? We want you to get out there and have success this year in 2018 and make money, okay? Who's in agreement with me? So what we're going to do also, you guys, is at the end of this webinar, I'm going to open up the doors to our 6-week boot camp for 10 people at a discounted investment, okay? But we're going to cover that at the end of this webinar, all right? So before we get started, you guys, let's go ahead and define what is wholesaling, okay? What is wholesaling? Wholesaling is a form of real estate that will allow you to get out there and lock up a person's property under contract, okay? So you're gonna find a seller, a homeowner who has a property, usually it's in bad shape, and then you're gonna lock it up under contract, okay, for one price. Let's say you lock it up under contract for $50,000, okay? Then you're gonna go find a cash buyer to pay you a higher price for that same property. So in this case, let's say you find a cash buyer for $60,000, okay? So they're going to sign a contract. Now, at the closing table, what's going to happen, you guys, is the cash buyer that you found is going to bring $60,000 to the table, okay? Out of that $60,000, $50,000 will be paid to the seller, okay? Now, what's the difference that's left over between the $60,000 and the $50,000? It's $10,000. And guess who that money goes to, okay? Ding, ding, ding. You are absolutely freaking correct if you said it goes to me, okay? Well, it actually goes to you since you're the wholesaler who did the deal, okay? But you are going to pocket $10,000, which is the difference, okay, between what the buyer gave to the seller, okay? And that's what I do. That's what my students do. We do that on a monthly basis, you guys. And on average, you can expect to make $5,000 to $10,000 per deal flipping houses that you don't own. You're using little money down, okay? And absolutely none of your credit. And that right there in its simplicity, you guys, is wholesaling, all right? So how many of you guys on this call right now would love to hear about how you can do that, okay? Go ahead and talk to me, all right? Amy said yes. Jen S said yes. Roger said, I want to learn. All right. So look, you guys, every person that is on this call, on this training call, can easily do 2 to 3 of these type of deals minimum each month, even while you are working at your full-time job, okay? So I don't want you to quit your job and jump into real estate. That's silly, okay? But you can keep working your job and then you can transition into real estate and start doing deals while working your job until you get to a point where you're making more money than you're making at your job. And then you can give your boss the pink slip. You can tell them, hey, I'm out of here. You can tell them peace, deuces. You can do whatever, walk out of the job. I don't know. But you can leave the job and have your freedom, okay? So what you're going to do, you guys, with wholesaling is you're going to do marketing to find a homeowner who is motivated to sell their property at a discount, okay? And you're going to use either bandit signs or letters, postcards, the internet, whatever the case is, to find these homeowners who are motivated to sell their property at a discount, okay? Usually they're selling their property at a discount, you guys, because their property is vacant. Maybe it's distressed. Maybe they inherited it from grandma or grandpa that passed away. Maybe they were landlords and they had to evict a person and that person like absolutely trashed their house, okay? It happens, okay? And that person is like, hell no, I do not want to stay in real estate, okay? And what you're doing is once you find a person that has that is motivated and they have a situation, then guess what? They're going to want to sell you their house for the cheap, okay? So again, you guys, let's say in this instance, you guys, you're getting under contract for $50,000 from the motivated seller, okay? Again, you find a cash buyer who will give you 60,000 bucks for the property, okay? And the cash buyer, he loves the deal because once it's fixed up, it's going to be worth $115,000, okay? So that cash buyer is going to make money off of that deal, okay? So again, you guys, you're taking both contracts from the seller and the buyer to the title company or the real estate attorney's office. They run the title check. Everything comes back clean. They schedule a date for the closing to take place. The cash buyer is going to bring $60K to the table. The motivated seller is going to get $50,000. He or she is going to be happy. There's going to be $10,000 left over. Who does that go to? Hopefully, maybe you give a little bit to me. I'm just kidding. No, it all goes to you guys. $10,000 to your pocket, and you're getting paid that money because you created the deal, okay? So are you ready to get started now? Go ahead and talk to me in the comments area. All right, go ahead and tell me yes or no. And I shouldn't have anybody that says no, okay? You should all be ready to get started, okay? But anyways, at the end of this webinar, you guys, we're going to, again, open up the enrollment to our online 6-week house flipping bootcamp for those of you who want to stay on board with me and let me take you to the promised land, all right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to teach you guys how to do your first wholesale deal, build up a massive cash buyers list so that you're on your way to your first $10,000 month, okay? For those of you guys that want to get started right now, okay, just go to houseflippingdojo.com/bootcamp, okay? And then you'll get in on that special deal that I got going on, okay? houseflippingdojo.com/bootcamp, all right? But let's get into this free training, you guys. So I'm going to ask you a $1 million question. Do you think you can do this? And you're asking, Daniel, do I think I can do what? Do you think you can wholesale houses, flip houses that you don't own, no money down, no credit, okay? And go ahead and talk to me, okay? Do you think you can do this, okay? Ham said yes. Brian said hell yes. All right. Tori said, I think I can. Gerald said, yes, bring it on. Remy said, yes, I can. Great. You need to believe that you can do this, you guys, because if you don't believe you can't do this, then guess what? You never will, okay? So belief in self is the best thing that you can have in yourself in order to be successful, all right? So in the second half of this web class, you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give everybody on this class who has come on board, I'm going to give you access to download my seller and my buyer contracts for absolutely free, okay? So I'm going to give you the instructions on how to do that at the end of the class, okay? But before we get started, you guys, does any of this sound like you, okay? Are you in fear of getting started in real estate because you think you need a bunch of money or credit to get started, okay? Hammer said yes. Tay-Tay said yeah, okay? Perhaps you've been to one of those real estate investing workshops that come to town and you know who I'm talking about. You hear them on radio and they promise you that you're going to make $10 million in the next 7 days. And you go to those real estate workshops, right? And you leave that workshop more confused afterwards and more frustrated because they tell you that they want you to drop down $20,000 or $30,000 or $50,000 on your education. All right. Oh no. And some of you guys are saying, not me. All right. I feel you. Okay. Maybe you are that person that has studied real estate in the past and you're in fear of speaking to sellers because you feel like you don't know what to say. You don't want to go out there and make an ass of yourself or look foolish. Okay. Who am I talking to? Maybe you are that person that is nervous and you're a bit apprehensive because you're thinking in your head, hey, I don't want to get out there and screw up the comps. I don't want to get out there and mess up on my numbers, my ARV, which stands for after repair value. I don't know how to estimate repairs on the property. So how can I know what to offer a seller? Okay. If that sounds like you, raise your hand. All right. Maybe you have been hearing everybody talk about, hey, this is how you do real estate. So you've heard one person say, hey, you got to do postcards to be successful, or you got to do yellow letters to be successful. Some people say you got to do bandit signs. They swear by bandit signs. Or maybe you've heard people say, hey, you got to use Google AdWords or Facebook ads, okay? Or you got to go door knocking. You got to do cold calling, all right? And frankly, it's confusing you, okay? Who am I talking to? Maybe you're fearful of spending money on marketing because you don't really have a bunch of money to waste, okay? And every penny, cent, dollar counts, okay? And you don't want to go about this the wrong way because you want to make sure that your dollar has the biggest impact, okay? Who am I talking to right now? Maybe you think that there's too much competition in your city when it comes to wholesaling or doing real estate investing. Raise your hand up right now if you feel nervous about approaching and speaking with a title company because you don't know what to say. You don't want to appear foolish before them. Maybe you don't know how to talk to real estate agents. Maybe you're just scared and shaking in your boots because you're like, oh my God, I got to make lowball offers to sellers. Aren't they going to cuss me out? Okay. Who am I talking to? Look, you guys, maybe you have absolutely no fear at all. God bless you. You just feel like you need somebody to hold your hand and teach you a system that actually works. So a system that has no fluff, no BS, something that will actually get you out there and make you some money, okay? So look, I'm going to tell you something, all right? And this is what I tell to all of my students, okay? Are you ready to hear this? All right, here we go. Conquer your fear. Take action. Get the right system. And you will make money. I'm going to repeat that again. If you conquer your fear, you take action, you get the right system, you will make money. Okay? I need at least 3 people on this call right now to type into the comments area or in the chat box, I will make money. I will make money. Matter of fact, go ahead and just shout it at your screen, okay, or your phone. I don't care if you're around somebody else and you look crazy like a loon. Go ahead and just shout it out. I will make money, okay? You definitely have to make that affirmation that you will make money, okay? And that's guaranteed, okay? If you follow the system to a T, you guys, you take action. And that's the biggest thing is take action, all right? You're going to make money, okay? The question isn't going to be if you'll make money, it's when you will make money, all right? But what is the right system? Some of you guys may be asking. And don't worry, I'm going to explain it here in just a minute, all right? But before we get started, you guys, let me talk about me for like 20 seconds, all right? So who am I and why the heck should you listen to me? So my name is Daniel Wiafe, in case you've never heard of me, and I'm based out of Las Vegas, Nevada, okay? Out in the desert, all right? And I've wholesaled, fixed, and flipped houses, and I've creatively financed over 120 properties in my whole career. I got started in Oklahoma back in 2013, and since then I've moved to Nevada, okay? And over the course of time, you guys, I've helped hundreds of people since 2013 wholesale their first deal all across America in pretty much multiple states, multiple cities, all right? And the average wholesale deals that I and my students do are between $5,000 to $10,000 per property, okay? So what is possible wholesaling houses when you have the right systems and the proper guidance, you may ask? Look, let me go and show you some of the testimonials that some of my students have given me over the years, all right? So this testimonial is from Antreon Hill, and he's based in Dallas, Texas, okay? He said, Mr. Daniel, he always calls me Mr., makes me feel old. I just want to thank you, my brother, very much for your 1 hour and 16-minute YouTube webinar. It changed my life. I've been working a 9-to-5 for many years, and 2 months ago, I just retired from my 9-to-5 to pursue real estate full time. I knew I wanted to change, but I didn't know what direction to go until I saw your YouTube channel. I locked myself up in my room, took all the notes down. I landed on a young man whose name was Antonio Edwards' YouTube channel, and he taught me how to do a wholesale once you have a listing to what you had to offer, and I took action right away in my own hands. So Antreon goes on to say, you guys, I made $50,000 with 3 days of work. 2 deals, I made one for $10,000. The first one was on the 27th of July, 2016, okay? This was a couple years ago. And $40,000 was his second deal on the 29th of July, okay? I made $50,000. Total freedom is what I wanted for myself to make more time for my family. He has a daughter. And live a good life and do things that I could never do. And thank you, my brother, House Flipping Ninja. You changed my life, okay? And so Antreon did his first $50,000 in deals in 30 days time, okay? And all he did was take action on what I taught on my YouTube videos, all right? And since then, you guys, he has done multiple years in the past couple years, okay? I stay in contact with him every other month, okay? And he started daycare businesses, and he's highly successful, you guys, all right? He's still doing it. This right here is Lamar, okay? And Lamar is based out of Sacramento. He did his first deal for $3,000. And basically what he did was he locked up that property and he only put down $10 as earnest money deposit, okay? And then he found a cash buyer to buy the property from him, okay? And this was astounding for Lamar when he first made that check, all right? This right here is Sylvia, okay? Sylvia made $10,310 on her first deal, okay? Mic drop, okay? Let's drop the mic. $10,000, all right, in Oklahoma. She was ecstatic, all right? Jason, pastor, he made his first $5,000 in less than 3 weeks of work, okay? He spent less than 20 hours, and then he flipped his first house using my techniques. And there he is holding his checks that he made, okay? Jeff was actually one of my students, and he was actually he owned 3 auto repair shops, okay? And he actually did this post in my private Facebook group for my students, okay? And what he did, you guys, was he made $18,000 on 2 deals. And he made that money while he was on anniversary with his wife in Jamaica, okay? And this is what he said. He said, here's a call I received from somebody on my bandit signs. Hi, Jeff. How can you buy houses when you can't afford actual signs? Cheap ass, get a better sign, okay? Somebody had called him talking trash to him, all right? And then Jeff goes on to say, then here's me 3 days later holding my first check from closing. Being consistent on the marketing will definitely bring you dollars in return. Should be closing my second deal in the next couple weeks, okay? Jeff was excited, okay? And here goes his check, okay? Let me go back. Let's go back. That's his check. He made $7,335.42, all right? And since then, you guys, since his first check, guess what he's doing now? He's doing fix and flips, all right? And he's making $20,000 to $40,000 for each fix and flip he does, okay? He started off wholesaling, he made money, and now he's doing bigger and better things in real estate, okay? How many of you guys would love to be in his shoes and make $20,000 to $30,000, $40,000 doing fix and flips, okay? You can do it, but you just gotta start somewhere, okay? And wholesaling is the best way for you to jump into this, you guys. So Teresa was one of my students, and she was actually a realtor in Dallas. She made $10,000 on her first deal within 90 days of enrolling in my coaching, okay? This is Brian, all right? Brian sent me this picture, and he had a screenshot of 2 checks, one for $3,750 and another for $13,250. And look, he said that this was my payday last Friday on just 2 deals. Only 1 more week at my job and I'll be free. I'm forever thankful to God, my wife, Melinda Wiafe, and this business. Keep pushing, y'all. And he said this to the other students, okay? And look, he made $17,000 in 14 days, and that convinced him to leave his job. He was working as a adjuster at an insurance company, I believe State Farm, okay? So look, you guys, all of these people that I just mentioned are successful wholesalers, and they had a system in place, and they had guidance, okay? And they knew what to do, okay? I gave them the step-by-step plan to work, and they worked it, and they made money, okay? Once you have your system down, you guys, and guidance in place, you're going to be able to, number 1, have a freedom of your time. Number 2, have financial freedom. Number 3, be able to give like you've never, ever given before. And fourthly, you're going to be able to get out there and build a legacy for your children, your grandchildren, future generations that aren't even here, okay? But the point and the fact of the matter is this, you guys. For you to be successful, you have to first decide, I will be successful. And that decision is totally yours. It is nobody else. It is always in your hands, okay? So what we're going to go over right now, you guys, is 6 principles that you must follow, okay? Somebody type in the comments area or the chat box, I must follow, okay, in order to have your $10,000 a month wholesaling houses in 2018, this year, okay? 6 principles, all right? And let's go through them. Number 1, You got to get your mind right, okay? And I'm not saying that anybody's crazy or anything, but you have to get your mind from being a employee-minded person into being an entrepreneur-minded person, okay? So you need to understand that you are an entrepreneur now, okay? You're not an employee. You're not working a 9 to 5. So don't get misled, you guys, that the number one objective behind your work is to get good benefits or get retirements or get 2 weeks vacation. Guess what, baby? Get out there and create your own benefits, all right? Get out there, make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, okay? Bust your tail in your business, all right? And then be able to say, hey, I'm going to take not a 2-week vacation, I'm going to take a 2-month vacation, okay? Rather than me going to the next city over, I'm going to go overseas and go to the next continent over, okay? That's what it means to have total freedom, you guys, okay? And in the business world, check this out. You get paid for solving problems, okay, in the business world. So you don't get paid on an hourly basis, all right? So you don't get paid $15 an hour, or $20 an hour, or whatever, okay? When you're a businessman or businesswoman, you get paid for solving somebody's problem. And the bigger the problem is that you solve, you guys, the bigger the paycheck. Somebody go ahead and type in, the bigger my paycheck. So what you want to do, you guys, one step to get your mind right and get it in a more positive place is to follow those people who inspire you, okay? Who motivate you, who encourage you, who like just breathe life into you, okay? And get you excited, okay? And let you know that, hey, I can go above and beyond my current station in life, all right? And then what you also want to do is at the same time, you want to ditch those people or remove yourselves from the vicinity of those people that devalue you, okay? So people that are always talking trash or people that are always complaining or people that are always talking about, oh, this sucks that Donald Trump is president or this sucks that Hillary Clinton is alive, or they're always talking bad in politics or, you know, always talking garbage. They're always negative, okay? Get away from negative people, okay? Write your goals and your affirmations out daily. That will always, always help you, okay? And another thing, you guys, number 2, okay? Step number 2 is this. You must set up your business, all right? So if you set up your business in the correct manner, you guys, you're not going to get sued and you're going to be able to capitalize on the amount of money that you're able to make from this business, all right? So first things first, you guys, and again, I'm not a lawyer or an attorney, so I may play one on TV, but I'm not him, all right? So what you can do, you guys, is set up your business, all right? So what you want to do is set up a DBA, which stands for doing business as, or a fictitious name, and that usually costs $20 to $50. Or you can set up an LLC, which stands for Limited Liability Corporate Company, okay? Costs between $100 to $500 depending on what state you live in. Go to LegalZoom.com to get that set up, okay? Next thing that you want to do in setting up your business, you guys, is get 2 websites in a CRM system. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Manager. It's what helps keep your leads organized so that you don't lose a lead, okay? You want to have one website that's targeted for sellers and another website that's targeted for buyers, okay? Go to leadpropeller.com and it costs $49 a month for you to get that, okay? Next, you want to get business cards, okay? And you can, what you want to do is get at least 1,000 business cards for sellers and at least 500 business cards for buyers, okay? And you want to tell them different messages, okay? You want to have a card for sellers that says basically, I buy houses fast for cash. And then you want to have a business card for buyers that basically states, I find wholesale deals across San Antonio or whatever city you live in for 20 to 40% discount price, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to go to vistaprints.com, okay? And then you're going to be able to buy your business cards from there, okay? Next step you need is you need to get phone numbers for your business, all right? Some people are old school and they like to use their cell phone. That's whack, you guys. Don't use your cell phones, okay? Don't use your cell phone number, okay? Get yourself a free phone number from google.com/voice, okay? That's Google Voice, and you can create any number that you want and have it ring directly to your cell phone or even the computer, okay? So it's really, really an awesome tool, okay? Next step, you guys, is get your contracts together, okay? You need to have your contracts for your buyer and your contract for your seller, all right? And the contracts for your sellers are called the property sales agreement, and the contract for the buyers is called the assignment contract, okay? Assignment contracts. And again, I'm going to give you access to those two contracts that I promised you for free at the end of this web class, okay? But you got to stay to the end in order to get access to it, all right? Next thing is you want to make sure that you get an investor-friendly title company or real estate attorney to close your deals. They should be able to get out there and do assignments for you and simultaneous closings, okay? Those are the questions that you ask them when you're interviewing them, okay? Because you need that person in order to close your deal and get paid, baby, all right? So third, you need to find cash buyers. Somebody type in, I need to find cash buyers, okay? You don't have any cash buyers, and guess what? You don't have any money, all right? So it's important, you guys, that you have your cash buyers lined up first so that you can do deals and so that you have confidence knowing that you actually have money to pay to these sellers, okay? So one way that you can get out there and find cash buyers really quickly is to just advertise a phantom property, okay? Basically, you're going to make up a property and you're going to say, hey, I'm selling a house for $30,000, okay? 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, needs TLC, call me now, phone number, okay? People are going to call you. You're going to tell them that the house is no longer for sale, but you do get 2 to 3 of these deals every single month. And whenever you get a deal like this, you can go ahead and contact them and let them know, okay? And you do this, you guys, and you'll literally get like 100 to 200 cash buyers, okay? If you do it right, all right? And so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get bandit signs, all right? So you're going to want to get 50 18-inch by 24-inch corrugated signs, and you can buy them from places like dirtcheapsigns.com, and then you're going to post them at busy intersections, highway exits, and areas that traffic slows down at or jams at, okay? You want to place it in areas where traffic is going to see it. And you guys, you do this and you're literally going to get hundreds of calls from your signs of people that have money to fund you, okay? People that want and are like foaming at the mouth wanting real estate, okay? This is how you do it. And this is an example of what one of our signs look like, okay, that we teach our students to use when they're out there finding cash buyers, okay? Cheap house for sale, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,900 square foot, only 19.5K cash. Call now and your phone number, okay? Now, obviously, you want to make the number something that is believable in your neck of the woods, in your city, but you want to make it a low price, okay? And then what's going to happen, you guys, is you're going to get a bunch of cash buyers and you're going to be ready for the next step, okay? So we're going over 6 steps and we're on step number 4, okay? How are you guys enjoying this so far? Go ahead and talk to me in the chat box. Jasmine said, I am loving the information. Courtney said, keep on going, all right? James said, I love it. All right, good deal, good deal. All right, fourthly, you guys, find motivated sellers. Somebody type in find motivated sellers in the chat box or the comments area. This is going to be like literally the most challenging part of wholesaling, okay? Is finding a ton of motivated sellers who want to sell you their properties at discounts, okay? I'm going to tell you a little equation that you can live and die by, okay? Motivation plus equity equals deal, all right? And what that means, you guys, motivation plus equity equals deal, means that the sellers that you find need to be motivated and they need to have equity in their property, meaning they don't owe more on their property than you can give them in order for it to be a deal, okay? You have somebody that's motivated to sell you their house at discounts, either because they lost their job or the house got trashed or somebody ended up in jail or whatever, okay? They inherited a property and they just need to liquidate it for cash fast, okay? They're motivated. And then obviously they got to have equity. So they can't owe, let's say, $200,000 on the property and all you can give them is $100,000 for the property, okay? It ain't going to work, all right? So motivation plus equity equals deal. And you're going to need to find properties that are at 70% of ARV, which stands for after repair value, minus estimated repairs minus your assignment fee, okay? And ARV means after repair value, all right? Meaning how much is the property worth when it's in fixed up good shape. A realtor can give you this number, or you can get a quick estimate by going to sites like Zillow, Trulia, Redfin, and Realtor.com, okay? And get those quick estimates from those sites and then just average up the numbers that you get from each one of them and then go by that as your ARV, okay? Again, you guys, you're going to need to find properties that are at about 70% of ARV minus estimated repairs minus your assignment fee, okay? So here's a quick way for you to estimate repairs by, even if you don't know what you're doing, okay? So what I do is I use $10 times the square footage of the property if the property is in livable condition, okay? And I use that to estimate the cost of repairs, okay? So if there's a 2,000 square foot property and it's in livable condition, there's nothing too bad going on with it, I'll just take 2,000 square feet times $10, and that gives me $20,000, okay? That's my repair estimate. If the property needs moderate repairs, like let's say it needs new carpets or there's a couple holes in the wall, then you can take $15 times the square footage, okay? Now, if the property hasn't been updated in, let's say, 20 plus years, you can take $20 to $30 times the square footage of the property, okay? Now, if the property is in just absolutely nasty, cruddy, icky shape, you know, it's a fire burn house or something crazy happened to it, you can take $30 to $50 times the square footage of the property, okay? And your assignment fee, you guys, you should always set your assignment fee in the equation to at least where you're making $5,000 to $10,000, okay? At minimum, okay? Because I don't want y'all to be welfare real estate investors, okay? I want y'all to actually make money and be happy, okay? So let's go over a quick sample of the equation, okay? So example is this. Let's say a property has an ARV of $150,000, okay? So using the 70% of ARV minus estimated repairs minus your assignment fee, we come up with this number. 70% of $150,000 is $105,000, okay? The house is a small house, it's 1,000 square feet, and it needs moderate repairs. So we're gonna take 15 times the square footage of the property, which is 1,000 square feet. So 1,000 square feet times $15 gives us $15,000. So $15,000 is going to be our repair estimate. So we're going to take $105,000 minus $15,000, which gives us $90,000, okay? Now, you want to make $10,000 out of this deal, okay? Because you took Wiafe's advice. Good job. So $90,000 minus $10,000 for your assignment fee gives you $80,000, okay? That right there, you guys, is what's called the MAO, or the maximum acceptable offer, okay? You need the seller to give you, to accept a price of $80,000 or less for the property, okay? If they accept $70,000 or $60,000, then guess what? You're going to make more money on your assignment fee, okay? But at the highest, you can only give them $80,000, okay? So how do I find motivated sellers? I'm glad that you asked. You can use bandit signs, direct mail, postcards, yellow letters. You can go door knocking on pre-foreclosures. You can go driving for dollars looking for vacant properties. You can get internet leads, bird dogs, cold calling, for sale by owners. Those are called FSBOs. You can make classified ads on Craigslist or even in the newspaper or the Thrifty Nickel. There's so many ways, you guys, that you can find motivated sellers, okay? So quick crash course, you guys. Let's say you choose to do bandit signs to find motivated sellers, okay? I got started doing bandit signs back in the day. What you want to do if you're doing bandit signs, do 50 plus bandit signs a week, and you want to post them in blue collar areas of the town and low income areas, okay? Make sure you're posting them in areas where there's actually a decent number of traffic, okay? And so this is an example of a sign. I'll buy your house today for cash, and then phone number. Oh, I thought there was more. I thought there was more samples. Okay, you can use signs that say "We buy houses, fast for cash, any condition or area," and a phone number on your banner sign as well. Okay, or you can use "I buy houses, we buy houses, Daniel buys houses, sell your house fast." You can use all those for banner sign messages. All right. So another way that's popular that you can use to find motivated sellers is driving for dollars. And with driving for dollars, you guys, what you're going to do is you want to find 50 addresses of vacant properties each time you drive in a target area. So you find a vacant house or a property that looks like it's vacant, and you know it's vacant because grass is overgrown, perhaps telephone books are piled up in the front porch, perhaps a property looks like it's in disrepair, there's a bunch of signs and pink papers and orange papers from the city, okay? And what you're gonna do, you find a vacant property, you're gonna leave a note at the door, basically telling them, hey, my name's Daniel, I wanna buy a house for cash, call me at this number, okay? You're gonna do some investigating. You're gonna ask the neighbors about the property. Hey, do you know who lives here? What his or her name is, how I can get in contact with them. I wanna buy the property, fix it up, and make your neighborhood look better, okay? Once you get the address, you guys, of the property, go back home and look it up on the tax assessor's website, okay? And then you're gonna find out who owns the property, you're gonna find out their name, and then also their billing address, where they live at. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna mail them, okay? And then you can mail them a letter, a yellow letter that looks like this. Hi, my name is Daniel and I want to buy your house at 123 Sesame Street. Please call me at this phone number. Please call, thanks, Daniel, and my number, okay? It's that simple, all right? So there's no reason for you guys to not get out there and get it done, okay? You can get it done. It's a simple task, all right? So the sixth thing that you guys need, okay, and this is the last thing, get coaching and mentoring, you guys, all right? Teamwork makes the dream work. There are literally 100 million things that could go wrong or pop off, which a book or video or Google will not help you with, okay? And so what do you do then if something pops up that you don't know what to do? Do you lose out on a deal that would have made you $5,000, $10,000, $15,000? Do you get your butt sued in courts? Okay, what do you do? All right, you need to have somebody to help lead you and guide you. All right, and look, you can learn how to do a tracheotomy on a person's windpipe from a 5-minute YouTube video, okay? And a tracheotomy means that somebody's choking on something or their throat swelled up and you need to punch a hole in their windpipe so they can breathe and they don't die, right? And yeah, you can learn how to do a tracheotomy from a 5-minute video, but what happens if you hit an artery and they bleed out, okay? What do you do then? Is that 5-minute YouTube video gonna help you? No, it's not. That's why doctors spend 8 to 12 years in school, in medical school, learning what to do if the worst case scenario happens, okay? And that's why it's highly recommended, you guys, that you get coaching and mentoring in real estate investing. Whether it's through me or somebody else, you need to have somebody help you. Because true wisdom is this: learning from other people's mistakes and not having to make those same mistakes yourself, okay? You shouldn't have to make mistake if I've made it before, 6, 7, 8 years ago. All right, that's just foolish. Learn from my mistakes, okay? So look, you guys, again, we have a 6-week wholesaling online bootcamp, okay? It's designed to kickstart you and teach you all the most vital things you need to do to get out there and have your first $5,000 to $10,000 month, okay? And we only accept 20 students for each class that we start. So if you enroll now, you're gonna get in at a discount, at a huge discount, all right? So in a second, I'm gonna give you access to the free contracts, okay? But let's talk about what comes in the bootcamp and what it's gonna do for you once you sign up, all right? So look, my original academy that I started many, many years ago, you guys, is 12 months long, okay? It's a year long. And the students that came in to that program, they came in investing $5,000, okay? And it beat out the $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 that other people were charging them, okay? But still, that's pricey, okay, right? Let's be real, that's a little bit pricey, $5,000. And so what we would do with those students, you guys, is we would split the first deal that they did 50-50. And it was very, very intense for them. And it was fun, but it was intense, okay? And my students have been kicking ass doing this, okay? Seriously. But what I wanted to do, you guys, is I wanted to find an economical way to get students on board who may have limited funds, but they're serious about getting into real estate, okay? I don't want there to be any block or something that prevents you from being successful, okay? From leaving your job, okay? From being able to spend time with your kids and your loved ones, your wife, your husband, your better half, okay? If you want in and you want to learn real estate, I want to be there to help you. So my challenge was to find a solution or a program that was worth my time, but it was well under $1,000, okay? Which is an 80% discount off of my original 12-month academy, okay? I wanted to be able to have something to give back to the community, to people that were serious about jumping into real estate and learning it. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to give you the link to choose your investment plan in the 6-week online bootcamp, okay? But what I did, you guys, was when I was thinking of what economical way I could help people out with, I came up with the 6-week online bootcamp, okay? And so basically what the online bootcamp did, you guys, was we covered so many things, okay? And these are some of the things that we cover, all right? So what we cover, you guys, is each week we have new video trainings, okay, which are designed to help you take baby steps and learn, okay? Learn in a chronological order what to do. First step, second step, third step, fourth step, okay? We do it in a simple and a basic and an easy to understand way, okay? So that you can get out there and actually do this, okay? So I take pride in making sure that my training style is very simple, it's very fun, and it's not complicated at all, okay? And so we're going to teach you in this 6-week wholesaling bootcamp, you guys, the core and the basic essential things that you need to do to get out there right now and do your first deal and hit your first $10,000 month, okay? Who's excited to learn about that? Okay, go ahead and type in yes in the comments area. So what we're going to do, among other things in the bootcamp, you guys, is we're going to teach you how to set up your business, how to find motivated sellers, how to find cash buyers, how to run accurate comps and determine the ARV of your properties. I'm going to teach you how to find title companies, how to fill out contracts, how to use call scripts, how to make money, how to set up your business properly. Everything that you need to learn about being successful in wholesaling in real estate and making money and leaving your job, I am going to teach you the core concepts, okay? And so every week, you guys, we're going to do a live weekly question and answer session, okay? Which is going to be over the computer and the phone, okay? We have a video conferencing system, all right? And the Q&A call, it typically lasts between 60 to 90 minutes. And I make sure I answer every question. This is a screenshot of one of the more recent Q&A calls that we had. And every question is answered, and all sessions are recorded just in case you miss one, okay? Which is good. You are going to have a private Facebook group for communication for just the people that are enrolled in the 6-week House Flipping Bootcamp, okay? And members are going to be able to network with each other, okay? You're going to be able to ask questions, get answers, get guidance, okay? That's wonderful. You're going to get 6 weeks access to that, all right? And then you're going to get lifetime access to all of my contracts that I have, all of my call scripts, and all of the training videos, okay? Lifetime access, even past the 6 weeks. And today, you guys, I'm going to offer it to you that are serious about this at a discount rate. And it's going to be well under $1,000, okay? But guess what? You have to take action, okay? Don't be that person that sees it and you're like, oh, okay, well, I'll get started in 2 months or 3 months. No, take action, okay? If you don't take action now, guess what? You're never going to take action. And that's just I'm just telling you the truth, okay? I'm not sugarcoating things, all right? Look, this right here, this is actually a guy. His name is Tai, and what I did was last year, you guys, I tested a 30-day trial where I just put people in like a 4-week online bootcamp, okay? And I wanted to see if I could teach people those concepts in 4 weeks time, okay? And this guy was telling me, Tai, that he went out there, used my principles, got 2 houses, okay? Bought them for $85,000, and then he flipped them to a cash buyer for $90,000, okay? He made $5,000 off of that, all right? To some people, $5,000 may not be a lot of money, but to him, it was, okay? And he was able to make this off of just a 30-day program that I had, okay? How many of you guys would love to see results like that in 30 days, okay? $5,000, all right? How many of you guys would that change your life or help you, okay? Talk to me, all right? So look, the normal investment in the 6-week bootcamp is just $9.99, okay? Which by itself is an excellent deal, all right? But your investment today, right now, while this webinar is still running, is only going to be $299, okay? It's not going to be $9.99. I'm going to shave off $700 off of that, okay? Your investment is only $299, okay? You guys should be saying, where do I start at? All right. So what you're going to do right now, you guys, is there should be a big yellow button that popped below this video. You can either click that button, or you can go to houseflippingbootcamp.com, House Flipping Bootcamp right now, and take advantage of that $299 deal. Again, you guys, we're going to be taking the first 20 people that enroll in at the discount rate, okay? And I cannot promise how long that $299 is going to last, okay? Whatever it says on the page, you guys, that's what it says, okay? And class starts soon, okay? The starting dates are going to be at houseflippingbootcamp.com, okay? So make sure you check that out right now, all right? So goodies. So for those people that want to get a copy of my seller and buyer contracts, I want you right now to write in this email, okay? gift@houseflippingdojo.com. gift@houseflippingdojo.com, okay? Write it down on a piece of paper. And then what I want you to do is we're going to take questions and answers in just a second, but I want you, after we're done with this, and answering the questions answering the questions, I want you to send an email to that email address, and then the system will automatically send you the contracts, okay? Check your inbox or your spam folder for it, okay? But don't send it right now. Let's go ahead and answer questions, okay? And let's go ahead and get you guys enrolled into the bootcamp right now, okay? So I want you guys to go ahead and ask questions. I still have a few minutes that I can answer about 5 or 6 questions, okay? But again, you guys, one payment is only $299. You're saving $700 off of this by getting enrolled now, okay? You're gonna learn something that can pretty much change your life forever, okay? Get started now. Go to houseflippingbootcamp.com or click that big yellow button below this video, okay? And get started, okay? Get started, okay? So let's go ahead and answer some of these questions, you guys, all right? So let's see. Joey said, great webinar. Thank you, thank you. Amy asked, when should you do simultaneous closings versus assignments? Okay, you do assignments when you're making $10,000 or less, Amy, because when you do an assignment, the buyer will always know how much you're making on the deal. When you do a simultaneous closing, you are actually masking how much money you're making from the buyer, okay? Now, you're going to need to pay a little bit of extra fee in order to borrow money to close out on the simultaneous close, but we actually go over that in the training, okay? But quick and dirty rule is $10,000 or under for assignment and $10,000 and over for simultaneous close, okay? Reki said, I am purchasing now. Thanks. Yes, thank you, Reki. I am going to be excited to see you on board, man. So, yeah, pay your $299, you guys. You guys can pay via PayPal, credit card, debit card. It's only $299. Click the big yellow button or go to houseflippingbootcamp.com, okay? Gerald asked, do you do payments? Yes, you can pay me now. Yeah, it's only $299, Gerald. Let's get you started right now. You're saving $700 by getting in now. Remy asked, how much of a marketing budget do you need to have in order to be successful? Great question, Remy. So you can work with any budget when you're wholesaling houses, you guys, okay? But I would love for each of you guys to have at least $200 to $300 a month, okay? For 3 months consistently, all right? To do some major damage, okay? The more the better, all right? But have $200 to $300 that you can earmark a month for the next 3 months, and you will put yourself in a great, fantastic position, okay? RB asked, when does the bootcamp start and is it online? So check out the dates, RB, at houseflippingbootcamp.com, houseflippingbootcamp.com. They're always changing, okay? You can pay to get enrolled, your $299, and enroll in the next class that's starting, okay? And yes, it is online, you guys, okay? This class is online, so you can attend this class wherever in the world you're at, okay? I've had people from Germany and Japan that are in the military and even Nigeria enroll in my classes, okay? Because they're online, all right? Next question comes from Jan S. She asks, do I need my real estate license? You do not need your real estate license, Jen. Great question. It's nice to have your real estate license and be a realtor, Jen, but that is not necessary. Jasmine said, just bought my package, Daniel. Thanks. All right. Yes, Jasmine is in. Good job, Jasmine. I'm going to be excited to work with you. Roger said, how do I get the contracts? What you're going to do, Roger, again, is take this email address, gift@houseflippingdojo.com, gift@houseflippingdojo.com, send an email there, and the system will automatically send you the link to the contracts, okay, to your inbox. And if it's not in your inbox, check your spam folder, okay? Courtney asks, do I need to set up an LLC in the beginning? No, you don't. You know, I recommend to people that if money is tight, just set up a DBA, doing business as. Those typically will cost you 20 to 50 bucks, okay? And once you do your first deal, take the money that you made from your first deal and then start up an LLC, okay? Which LLCs cost typically between 100 to 500 bucks, okay? The reason why you have an LLC is to protect you from lawsuits, okay? So, but yeah, if you are kind of shoestringing it with your money, just do the DBA, and then once you do your first deal, Courtney, anybody else that's listening to this, then you can set up your LLC. Akoswia asks, are your contracts valid in Maryland? Yes, yes, and yes, they are. They're valid in every state in the union, okay? One thing that you can do is, and I tell my students that, take it to your title attorney, to your title company attorney, and just have them check it out. And if there's something that they want to add or take away from it, then that's fine, okay? But my contracts have been used by students everywhere, okay? Ham asks, do you accept PayPal for that $299? Yes, yes, and yes. I love PayPal. Love debit card, love Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, all that other stuff, okay? Just don't send me pesos, okay? I don't want a bunch of pesos, and don't send me food stamps, okay? But $299 by PayPal is fine, Ham. So hopefully we'll see you on board. Brian asked, if I enroll, will the lessons be recorded? Yes, they will be. So in case you miss a lesson, Brian, they'll be recorded. And the good thing beyond that, Brian, is you're going to get lifetime access to all the lessons, the trainings, the Q&A calls, the call scripts, and the contracts, okay? So, and this will be the last question I take. Taekwon said, thanks for the great info. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So you guys, I need to go. This webinar is going to cut out. But if you asked a question and I was not able to answer it, I apologize. The system is going to send me your question via email. So I will respond back to your email within 24 hours and answer your question, okay? But you guys, get started right now, okay? So only the first 20 people will get in at this big, huge discount rate of $299, okay? You're saving 700 bucks. It's gonna be a 6-week online boot camp, okay? I'm going to teach you how to make money, okay? So I hope to see you on the other side. Go to houseflippingbootcamp.com right now, houseflippingbootcamp.com right now. God bless you.